Technology, we love it and we hate it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's constantly changing and developing, and let's be real, sometimes it can just make you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah, but what if I told you it can actually help you get healthier? I love this idea. Researchers viewed more than 200 studies on healthy adults. They looked at the effects of using the internet, mobile phones, and computer software to improve diet. So could your tablet help you kick tobacco? Or your phone help you drop those extra pounds? Well, these studies say yes, apps and text messages do help increase motivation for physical activity.
The technology using goal setting and self-monitoring appeared to work best. As an example would be my FitnessPal app.
Love that app.
Now, these studies lasted less than 6 months, so there is no proof that these changes would be effective over the long run, but still worth a try.
Right, it's just to kind of jumpstart your lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And that app, the fitness app, I use it all the time, and I really, really like it. I actually need to start using it more.
Me too. I do.
But you know, it tracks the calories that I'm eating throughout the day. It also tracks my exercise, so I know, like, okay, I've got 700 calories left for dinner. I can have a glass of wine, or I only got 300. I should probably order a salad and some water, and it really helps me make smarter choices.
Yeah, it's a way to just, I think, hold you accountable, because when you're putting it down and you actually see on paper what you're eating, how many calories you're consuming, you're, I think, much more likely to really kind of stick with the plan.
And when I look at it and I see I only have 300 calories left, and I know that I'm going out for steak, if I work out, I can bank those calories to eat them later. So really, I'm like, I'm gonna go do a sweat session so that I can eat a cheeseburger.
It's a win. And something I definitely don't count calories on: coffee.
No. Take a look.
We are getting our morning jump start with Seminole Casino Immokalee. The hotel is new with spacious deluxe rooms and suites featuring rates starting at just $139. Definitely worth the drive. But the Morning Blend is the only place you can find these great mugs. The fourth person to call 239-673-3388 will receive this Morning Blend Seminole Casino mug. Now, you can't win if you've won anything within the last 120 days. Good luck.
So do you reach for a chocolate bar when you're feeling down, or cuddle up with a big tub of ice cream when you're stressed? Yes. Then you might just be an emotional eater, like me. We've heard that term before, but when is it truly a problem? Here with more is Dr. Sal. He's the System Medical Director at Lee Memorial Health System. Thank you so much for coming back.
My pleasure.
And like I said, we've heard that term before, but what exactly is emotional eating?
I think the best way to describe it is when something triggers your emotions and you look for something to comfort you. You know, that's probably the scenario and the best definition for an emotional eater. You're stressed out at work, you had an argument with someone, you know, something really triggers an emotion and you want some comfort. What do most people look to? They look to food most of the time.
And it doesn't have to be something big and dramatic. For me, I find that when I'm procrastinating, I talk myself into being hungry. I'm just going to go get a snack first. And so there's that little things too.
And also, it's the reward also. You're rewarding yourself for something.
Yeah, because we grow up getting ice cream sundaes, you know, after our dance class, or if we were good at church, you know, you got a reward. So oftentimes we reward ourselves with food, and that's not necessarily how we should be looking at it.
When you look at a healthy nutrition program, if you will, because I don't like to use the word diets, and you have a day or a meal where you don't do as well, you know, I always tell people, call it what it is. It's a cheat meal or a cheat day. It's not a treat day, because it's really not a treat. I mean, it's really something that you know is detrimental to your health. So, but don't, you know, with the same token, don't beat yourself up over it. If you don't do well for one meal, just get back on the wagon for the next meal and just do the right thing.
Good to know, because I tend to sabotage myself. You know, I'm like, oh, breakfast was a wash, so I might as well just eat terrible the rest of the day. You know, but you say just get right back on there. And so when it becomes a problem, when we realize that it's actually a problem, what kind of help should we be seeking?
Well, you want to identify that it's becoming a problem.
Okay, how do we do that?
Just being aware that every time something happens emotionally, you're reaching for food and you're reaching...
Just like a cigarette or something like that.
Right, exactly. You're reaching, maybe it is a cigarette, maybe it's alcohol, because there are a lot of other addictions. So being aware that this is a problem is your first step to getting help. And then it may be a lifestyle coach that helps you. It may be your physician, if they can do some behavioral management and all. You may need a psychiatrist or a psychologist, somebody to help you with those behaviors, because that's really what what it is.
And you've talked about having a healthy support system, and you mentioned the lifestyle coach. What exactly does a lifestyle coach do?
Yeah, if, you know, most of us really know what we need to do to stay well, but why is it that we don't? So a lifestyle coach really helps you to understand your behaviors. What are the triggers that you can identify that creates this behavior, and now you're going down the wrong road, whether it be with food or cigarettes or alcohol, whatever.
I love when you're on the show because it always makes me think in a different way. You just said we know what we have to do to eat healthy, but we have to figure out why we're not doing it. And we use excuses like time or money or something like that, but it's really something within us. So our lifestyle coach can help us with that.
And, you know, you have to understand also, none of us are 100% all the time.
Right.
We all fall off the wagon, as they say. So you have to not, you know, beat yourself up too much, but realize that you're not doing what needs to be done to stay well, because that's the #1 priority.
Absolutely, and it's good to have you on and talk about that, because it's not just, it's interesting also to hear you say it's not just about, you know, eating bad or being overweight. There is, you know, being sedentary and not working out and other things about drinking and smoking and that kind of thing. It's not just overeating, but it can all
It's about being well.
Pile up on top of each other.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Always good hearing from you. Great tips and always good topics to make me start thinking there. Thank you so much, Dr. Sal.
Have a good day.
All right, you can get more information about this segment on our website, fox4morningblend.com.
Up next, calling all chocolate lovers, how Project Help is helping you feed your need for cocoa, all while supporting a worthy cause. We've got the sweet details on their chocolate extravaganza next.